Hi, Andrea here. I hope you're doing well. In a recent video, I explained why you get fat. So why we store fat. I suggest you go and check that video. I will put the link up here. But the gist of it was that first, you are locking up your fat with insulin. And in the presence of high insulin, your body is in storage mode. Your fat, your energy storage, which is your fat, is locked up. You cannot use it. And you are ingesting foods that keep your insulin high. And together with those foods, you are eating all other foods. So you're always in storage mode. There are many other details, but I think the most important concept to understand is that. So how do you address the problem? How can you melt your fat away? How? Well, let's address this in two parts. One is mechanically how you do it, and then how you do it for good. How do you solve this problem forever? First, how do you melt your fat away? Okay, how do you access your fat? You might say, calories in, calories out. You just go to the gym, burn a lot of calories, you eat less calories, you're done. No, that's too simplistic. It's incomplete. It might work for a while, it doesn't work long term, and it's a disaster, okay? You need to understand what we said, how or why our body is packing up weight in the first place, and why it's not using it. It's insulin. So you need to fix your insulin problem. And there is high insulin, so hyperinsulinemia, and there is insulin resistance. I will put the link to that talk here. But at the end of the day, you have to address that problem, okay? You cannot fix that problem in one day, unfortunately. High insulin, hyperinsulinemia, and insulin resistance in particular takes time to fix. So you have to go through a few steps to address that problem. And what is the problem with high insulin? It is high glucose. And on the other side, it's high fructose that indirectly creates or exacerbates insulin resistance. You have to lower your sugars, your carbohydrates. If you lower your carbohydrates intake, you will lower the glucose intake and the fructose intake. And that means that you will stop stimulating insulin so much on one side, and you will stop inflaming your mitochondria and creating insulin resistance on that path, on the fructose path. So what do you eat instead of your carbohydrates? Well, you eat proteins and fats. You eat good animal proteins and fats. Proteins and fats do not spike your insulin. Excess proteins might, but at a very low level. In the video about the why we get fat, I also explain the destiny of proteins and fats and carbohydrates in our body, okay? So go and check that out. To make it very simple, if you have a weight problem, you have to address your insulin, okay? You have high insulin, you are probably insulin resistant. You have to accept the fact that it's all about the carbohydrates and the sugar that are raising your blood glucose and are causing insulin resistance, okay? So you have to limit those, okay? So you have to find strategies and new habits to limit those. And there is the addiction side of it that takes part in the discussion, because obviously if you are addicted to sugar, it's very difficult to give it up. But it's possible. It's possible. You just need to go through a few steps. So that's how you melt your fat away. And you can do it in a traditional diet kind of setup, meaning that you do this for some time, like a few months, you lose the weight and you're done. Now, if you do it this way though, chances are you will go back to your old habits after. So you will start packing up weight again. And that's the classic yo-yo diet lifestyle that everybody has, that I had myself. So if you want to address this for good, Then, rather than thinking, I need to lose weight, you have to think, I need to change my habits. So you have to formulate a plan to adopt new habits. You need to understand everything about how metabolism works, what are the foods that affect your metabolism in certain ways, and then you have to take a step-by-step approach to acquire the new habits that will enable you to control your insulin and your insulin resistance so that your body can switch from sugar burning to fat burning and back. Every day, every week, whatever, but it can switch and you can stay in fat burning for a long period of time. So when you do that and you acquire those habits, rather than thinking, oh, in these 3 months I have to lose weight. No. If you think in these 3 months I have to acquire those habits, 3, 4, 5 months, then you will get out of those 5 months with new habits, new strategies, new information, new beliefs, new brain, new taste. Many things will change. And managing your weight for your life will be actually kind of easy. Now, if all of this seems obscure and you're still thinking, yeah, but what's my first step? What should I do? You need help. You absolutely need help, okay? I realize that it's not easy. It's not easy to start. It will become easy after a while. Managing your weight will be easy. But starting the journey from your current situation, your modern habits, it's not easy. I know, because I have gone through that. So you need help. You need help, and I can help you. So please contact me. Okay? I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.